Thanks, Ballant. Car enthusiasts are encouraged to get out this weekend and check out the nostalgic Invitational car show and swap meet. There's going to be several sweet rides on display and so many other things to enjoy. Here to tell us more details about the event is Jerry Haven and Alan Dubetz with the Early Ford V8 Car Club. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, let's talk about this nostalgic Invitational car show.
Go for it.
Okay, the car show, we have it every year. It's always the Saturday before Easter, and the cars are by invitation only. That means that we have to see the car out in a show somewhere and invite you to the show.
So you scout all the participants?
Yes.
Okay. And about how many do you have this year?
Probably about 52.
52, wow.
Well, we started out years ago at Exposition Gardens, and we had about 52 cars, and that filled the place. Then we went to East Peoria and got up to about 80 cars because the facility was bigger. Then we went to the Avanti Dome in Pekin, and it was bigger yet, so we went to a little over 100 cars. Well, the Avanti Dome is on the ground now and it hasn't been rebuilt yet, so we went back to Exposition Gardens, and they have been great to us. They've treated us well. Their price is good. Everything has been well. But we're half the size we used to be because we don't have any more room.
So you couldn't invite as many cars as you wanted to?
Not really.
So how did you go about deciding who could make it this year and who couldn't?
We have a selection committee.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And there are several things that can get you in the show. One is an absolutely perfectly restored, beautiful, pristine car.
Okay.
Another reason is a very, very rare car. It may not be beautiful, but it's something that nobody's ever seen before. And sometimes it's just simply a barn find. We had a 1940 Ford Coupe over in East Peoria a while back that had gasoline stripes down the fender where the gasoline burnt off the paint, bubbles in the windows, milky looking in the windows.
Wow.
It was a piece of junk, but it was an Opera Coupe, which was a rare car. It had the Ford 60 engine in it, which is an extremely rare engine. People didn't like the engine. It was just an unusual car, and that guy had probably a dozen offers to buy it that day that it was in the show. People wanted that car.
Wow. Now, Jerry, Alan, let me ask you guys this. I see that you brought in a few pictures of the cars that are going to be on display.
Right.
Are there any cars that you maybe have a little favoritism towards? You have a favorite out of these cars you selected?
Well, the Knight.
The Knight?
That one I don't even know. That's an Elgin, and I don't know as I've ever heard of an Elgin before.
So while Jerry looks, Alan, what are you most excited about for the car show?
I'm swap meet chairman, and I was there early this morning setting the swap meet spaces up, and we're ready. There's going to be a swap meet, and there's going to be vendors there, so we want people to come out and look at all our vendors and help them out too. So.
Of course.
I'm actually selling one piece in the swap meet out there today or tomorrow.
Okay.
And a lot of people have never heard of it. It's a vintage air conditioning unit for an old car, but it's not built into the old car like new cars. Right. You hang it on the window, and it's called a swamp cooler. You fill it with water, and there's a screen in there, and the air blows through the screen and blows that cool air into the car.
Very, very cool, Jerry. Of course, you can see all these things tomorrow at Exposition Gardens, starting at 7 a.m. and it runs until 3:30 p.m. So if you're interested in seeing these nostalgic cars on display, it's going to be indoors. That is definitely the time to do so. It's going to be $10 for adults, and kids 12 and under are free. Alan, Jerry, thank you so much for coming in.
Here's this Willie's Knight. I don't know if you still got a picture of it, but
Jerry and I are going to continue this conversation, but we'll see you after the break.